We're back at FC Chaos Boxing and Fitness in Staten Island for another special episode of the Security Cocktail Hour. We're going to get a look at Adam's training regimen and meet his trainer, Phil Russo. This podcast is about security. We often like to quote Mike Tyson, who says everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Or
Phil, you're the expert. You're the master. You're the expert. Is that actually true?
I'd say so. I'd say, first off, it's wild to be called an expert or a master, so thank you, but I'm not.
More than Adam.
That goes without question.
That's true.
That's why Adam pays me to teach him how to become a master.
That's true. It's true.
You know?
It's true.
He's got a ways to learn, but yeah, definitely. People think they got. People talk that they could, like this guy, right here. He talks a good word, but gets punched in the face once, punched in the stomach once. Next thing you know, he's crying. So yeah.
The truth is, I do cry
big time.
Today, he did hit me a little bit hard, and I did cry.
That is the softest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, I'm pretty soft.
What we know.
Okay, so Phil, for all this boxing, I'm sure you've learned many lessons in life from it, whatever. How does this actually help you in your job? Besides your fitness. I mean, any lessons you take, anything that helps.
So now you hit me with the good questions today. Let me tell you.
The endorphins, it helps you. It puts you in a happier mode.
Absolutely. I tell people too, aside from learning the sport of boxing, it's also just a great community here. Where it's like, listen, you have a tough day at work, you want to come here and punch a bag, let out some anger or whatever. Not that it's, I go to work and get angry, but it's always good to come over here and have some good friends and some family that are here as well and have a good time, get a good workout in. I tell people there's nothing better. It's like getting a good sweat in, enjoying around, having a good time. And the biggest thing is just go in. A lot of people don't want to go to the gym and they're afraid of it. My biggest thing is just go in, give it a shot, and honestly, you'll thank yourself later because it's just a great feeling to have a good workout in and let things out and have a good time.
To add to that, like if you have a cold, if you have a headache, if you have any type of ailment, usually after you go and hit the mitts or you work out or you do the courses or the classes, you end up actually feeling better by the time you leave. It really does bring you to a more, I say it respectfully, like euphoric. It does help you be happy.
Yes.
Okay. Besides happiness, then, Adam, as a security professional, how does getting the shit kicked out of you by a younger guy make you a better security guy?
It teaches me humility. I'm used to getting my ass kicked a lot, so I need to be a little bit more humble in life.
He's not wrong. The sport definitely does teach you humility for sure, in a good way. A lot of, especially where we live in, people think just who the hell they are. You come here, you can have one work, not even get punched in the face, but have a workout, come kick your ass, and after that, you're gonna realize, wow, maybe I'm not as good as I am, but I could work myself to get better.
I think a lot of times when people get into a confrontation in the street, one feels the need to prove something to somebody else, and that what escalates it. When you train, and I'm not saying I'm a great fighter by no means, but when you're used to getting hit or hitting people, you get to a point where you don't want to escalate it, and you have enough confidence to walk away when you can, unless you're forced to fight. But that's the truth.
All right, so Adam, when we do security, we do a lot of adversarial stuff, incident response, finding the hackers, all that kind of thing, and we can't walk away from it. How do you think the boxing helps you?
Well, it's the same thing. When you're in a ring and you're doing 2 minutes or 3 minutes in sparring, you can't walk away. You can't say, "Oh, time. I don't want to get hit anymore." You got to learn to endure, to persevere, indomitable spirit. You got to keep on persevering and pushing it to the end. So that happened to me the other day. I was doing something for my current employer, and I ran into an issue that I just wanted to pack it in, but I realized nobody was coming to save me, and I had to fix a client's network that went down, which I believe was no fault of my own. But no one being in the ring for 3 minutes, getting hit, or being able to keep on persevering, that helped me resolve the client's network issues.
So, Phil, you said Adam's your favorite client. That means you have more.
He has one client.
I was going to say, who else do you train is big with, IT people, professional people, I don't know, car wash guys?
Honestly, we get people from all ends of the spectrum here. I mean, I get kids still in high school. I get people who work on Wall Street in finance. I have a lot of school teachers and DOE teachers that come out and train here as well.
College football player.
College. Yeah. One guy I had was a college football player who just had his NFL pro day. Got trained by me. Wild, very wild. This guy was absolutely chiseled.
Oh my God.
Best shape I've ever seen. And he got trained by a 5'8" Italian who lives on the South Shore of Staten Island, who's a bit pudgy. So, but that's the good thing about this place is you get all ends of the spectrum. You have people like that to people like Adam. But
Thanks.
no, it's just one big community from school teachers to finance people to engineers. Honestly, the list goes on and on. It's not like one single group of people who come here. That's what's good about it. Everybody comes in, has a good time, and got that good workout in, like I mentioned before.
All right, Adam, last word. Let's wrap it up. What's on your mind? Free choice.
Free choice. I love coming here. I love training with Phil, and I hope I can do it another 10, 15, 20 years.
Okay, so you guys can't seem to stop it. What's this Batman thing? Who's Batman?
I'm Batman. Let me tell you why I'm Batman.
Hey, see,
First
just
of all,
don't talk.
let me finish quiet, right, Robin? I'm Batman because I am the more mature, the older person. And
You are old.
in Batman and Robin, the older one, the more mature, the better fighter, the intellectual is Batman. The young kind of trainee is Robin. This is Robin. Hi, Robin. Boy Blunder.
Listen, all I have to say is one thing. Look at me. This handsome physique. Wearing black. Batman right now. You? Look at you. Batman, Robin walks around. Nobody looks at me. Nobody's looking at you, dude. I mean, just look at me. Looking good.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm vengeance, bro. I'm vengeance.
Who's training? If you're training me, it's because I'm superior.
That's not how that works.
That's not how it works.
The slightest.
I pay your salary.
Right, but then I'm still above you.
Okay, listen. The bottom line is I'm Batman. That's all I have.
Listen, but whatever makes you sleep at night, bro. Just the people know that at night when push comes to shove, who's showing up? Me.